Welcome, students, to another episode of Manhood Academy Podcasting. We're live in the classroom, and we have a small, tiny class today. We got DBP, we got Tim Will, a.k.a. Smokey the Bear, and we have Travo. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Howdy. Howdy, Travo.
Howdy doody.
What's up, bro?
I'm excited to be in class. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm excited that my post is right on the screen.
Yeah, me too.
Kind of scared too, though.
And, dude, look at your title. Can put Oprah in check.
Wait, where did it
new?
go? Let me see. Where'd it go?
No, like, you get a new title every 10 posts until you hit 120. When you hit 120, you get Jedi Boner Saber.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, there are a few that are specialized.
Yeah, like the worst student at Manhood Academy.
Bogglers.
Is it someone like Grammar Nazi or something like that? Or no?
No, there's
Not Grammar.
Chinese grammar.
Yeah.
But Bogglers is the only unique one.
Big L. Big L's that one.
Hey,
What is it?
Smokey the
Small
Bear.
as a dildo. Yeah.
What's up?
Well, I went to a bar right after work with a coworker, and it was at the very least uncomfortable, maybe because I don't know why, but when I go to bars, I just have a hard time opening up to strangers, especially since I don't drink.
Ah, so you don't go to the watering hole to get water to participate. You don't get that liquid courage.
Well, thing is, I didn't feel too comfortable at bars when I was drinking.
Oh, okay. So you didn't drink at all, or you did drink it when you were going before?
When I was going to the bar before, when I was drinking, I still didn't feel very comfortable.
So when you got buzzed or semi-drunk, what happened?
I could get some courage to talk to strangers, but the alcohol just wore off too quickly for me to sustain any sort of
So you had to get Jägermeister and Wild Turkey and Mad Dog. You had to get some whiskey in you, basically.
Yeah. Thing is,
You were pounding Bud Lights.
when that buzz wears off, that little voice in my head that tells me what type of person I am pops up again, and keeping that drunk buzz was just killing my body.
Gotcha. Well, welcome to Manhood Academy, where we don't encourage you to drink.
Apparently not.
We do something else.
Yeah.
So you were still uncomfortable at the bar.
Yeah.
How are you?
Now, I don't drink anymore, and it felt even more uncomfortable.
What about our bar here? What about the Manhood Academy bar? We serve apple juice.
Since all of us here are pretty much in the same boat, it's a lot easier for me to talk to you guys.
Do you talk to them? How many people talk? Hey, Travo, do you talk to Tim Will?
Only on the class.
What about you, Blue? Do you talk to Tim Will outside of class?
No.
DBP, you talk to Tim Will outside of class?
No.
So, 3 people you don't talk to outside of class that you have good relationships with at the bar? Not gonna happen. I don't think so, girlfriend.
I take offense to the word girlfriend.
Well, maybe I take offense to you telling me that you practice talking to people or you're comfortable here when you don't even have a relationship with them outside of the bar. This is the bar. This is us in class right now. It's like the bar is like the final exam. You go to the bar, you should already know how to talk to people before you hit the bar. Before you hit the bar exam, you should already be talking to people. Bar is just kind of like putting it all on display. But you have nothing to display because you have no practice. How many people do you talk to here at the academy?
Not consistently.
Look at, I think DVP has a number. I think he magically pulled the number out. It's shaped like a O. Tim Will. Wake up, Tim Will.
Can I interrupt for 1 second?
No, I'm talking to Tim Will.
Please go ahead.
Tim Will, I'm talking to you. crap. I gotta talk. I gotta practice socializing in a social academy. What is this? I didn't sign up for socializing here. I signed up for video games. Son of a bitch. It's like being on stage at the talent show. Show off your talent. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm failing.
Yeah, exactly. Guess what? A lot of students here, same boat.
Yeah.
Talking about social interaction without doing social interaction. This is your social interaction. Imagine if we didn't have class 4 times a week. Imagine how much practice you'd get in then.
None.
This is your practice. Since you're too lazy to talk to students outside of class, you guys might as well practice talking to students while you're in class at the very least.
Okay.
This is the time to practice. Well, every exercise we do in here, or everything we talk about here, is a pretense for what?
Socialization.
Yeah. It's just a reason to talk. The only reason you feel comfortable talking is because I provided a pretense to talk. The classroom. You could have the same chat outside of class. You guys could talk about your assignments outside of class. You guys could talk about your expression posts outside of class. Talk about your EM reports. Talk about the new students that are joining. Talk about the chat room. Talk about whatever you want.
We can make our own podcast even.
You can even make your own podcast. You could talk to Paperclip if you wanted.
Paperclip.
But somebody needs to put in their headphones. Quickly. 1-person headphones, 2-person headphones, 3-person headphones. Okay, let me mute this kid.
Is it gone?
Check, check. Check, 1, 2, check. Check, check. Check, 1, 2, check. Nope, I got the echo. I got the echo.
Yeah, I still got the echo.
Hold on. I'm checking. Check, check. Travo, check. Nope, Travo, you're fine. I'm going through. I'm like Scotland Yard, eliminating suspects. Tim Will, you're up next. And is it the black guy? Check, check. 1, 2, check. Nope. It's not you, Tim. Let's see. Blue. Check, check. 1, 2, check. Let's see if Blue's the guilty party. Check, check. 1, 2, check. Check, check. 1, 2, check. Nope. Blue, you didn't steal the diamonds. Let's see if this new jewel thief that just entered Paperclip is it. Okay. Check, check. 1, 2, check. Wait, let's go mute. Check, check. 1, 2, check. Check, check. Ah! I think we caught the thief. We caught the Paperclip shaped thief. All right, Paper. Cancel out and joining in. Okay, so this is your opportunity to practice socialization. Tim Will, you there?
Yes.
Check, check. DBP, you there?
Yes.
Travo, you there? Oh, wait. I think I still have Travo on mute. Travo, did you mute yourself? Travo.
No, I'm here.
Okay. Well, that sounds a little better, Paper. Oh, here comes the echo again.
What is the noise you're talking about?
I get feedback when I can hear myself in echo.
How is that possible when I have headphones on?
I don't know. That's the beauty of technology. You're an engineer. You're a programmer. You're supposed to solve the problem for me. I'm supposed to be asking you.
Oh man,
You need
I'm
to
worried
put
I'm
it-
gonna get kicked off the podcast.
You need to put in an application for Google. You know, I could quickly solve the problem, though. I'm just going to mute your mic for a second until I call on you. There we go. Perfect. All right. So this is the opportunity for you guys to practice socializing with each other. Everything here is a pretense. Everything here is a pretense for what, Blue? Blue. Travo, everything here is a pretense for what?
Social interaction.
Yes. It's a pretense for social interaction.
Blue didn't unmute himself.
Blue, unmute yourself.
We didn't hear any of your answers, dude. But I saw your lips moving.
He's doing lip reading.
1 minute
We're
laugh.
having a little technical difficulties. Nice. Now it's quiet. Welcome back, Paper. Paper, you there? Can't hear you.
Muted.
Oh, did you mute your mic, Paper? He's all, oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Wow, how did that happen?
You muted your mic.
Oops.
Just some
I
technical
hear someone talking
difficulties.
in the background. It sounds like two girls talking to one another.
Let me see. Let me hear.
I'm assuming someone's TV.
Anybody got TV on? It sounds like there's a little static or something, a little noise somewhere.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I
We're
don't
here
think
to
so.
socialize.
Yes, motherfucker. Google Plus.
2 minutes later.
Tim Will,
But, yeah.
can you have this chat outside of class?
I can have this chat outside of class.
What would you have to do to make it happen?
I would have to actually start calling people.
How would you set up this chat? Let's say theoretically you had to set up this chat tomorrow. How would you set it up?
Go to Google Plus.
Okay.
Go to Google Plus. Check off a few people. And then click on Start a Hangout.
Okay, what if they weren't around?
I could go to manhoodacademy.com and PM them.
Yeah, you'd have to
Saying
PM
that.
say,
PM
hey.
them and say, hey, we're having a hangout.
But what if they say I can't make it?
Ask somebody else.
You'd have to ask somebody else or find out when they're free. You have to
Find out
start.
when they're free.
You have to start negotiating times. Figure out when people are available, when the most people are available, right? So you have to
Right.
start planning. You have to start coordinating with them. That requires what? What's that?
Initiative.
Well, yes, you need to initiate social interaction with them. You need to talk to them. You need to initiate and lead the conversation in order to have the conversation. In order to have this hangout, I have to post a time for the hangout, which I didn't do. Which I forgot to do. I need to announce the classes tomorrow. And then I need to post a link to the class. I need to figure out when the most students are available to attend class. So I gotta ask,
Speaking
hey,
about students,
what's that?
Professor, speaking about students attending class, Vogler would like to know when he turns in his apology letters if he can get back in.
Let's see. I think I've already addressed Bogler's issue with Bogler. So Bogler doesn't need to ask.
Okay.
By the way,
Fulfilling my end of the bargain.
yeah, you could tell that asshole that he's not supposed to be evading bans.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's not supposed to be making new screen names just so he can join the forum, especially if he's been banned from the forum for a week.
He did that?
Yeah, his email was still registered. He made an email.
Fucking sneaky Indian guy.
Wait, he did what?
He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah, he made a new account, a new Manhood Academy forum account.
Alright, anyway, this is not the Bogler podcast. Tim Will.
Yes.
So what would it require again?
Some sort of organization. I would have to talk to a number of people.
Yes, you would
ask
have
them
to
what
do
times
something.
they are free.
Yes, you
I
couldn't
would
wait.
have to initiate.
You couldn't wait for a link called Class is Open, provided by Professor Plum. You would have to be the facilitator. You would have to take over my job and just facilitate the chat. You would have to announce it. You'd have to say, hey, I'd like to hang out with students. Or if no students show up to your hangout, you'd have to figure out times when they're available. Or you'd have to contact students individually to maybe get some commitment to see who wants to practice talking about, maybe you guys will discuss your EM report, or you're just going to discuss your lack of EM reports, or you're going to discuss your expression posts, or lack of expression posts. Just because you don't have something like an expression post doesn't mean you can't have a chat. But again, it's going to require initiative. So all this classroom is really a pretense. What's a pretense? DBP?
A pretense is nothing more than a reason to socialize.
Yeah, just an excuse. It's like asking somebody the time. All you got to do is just come up with a silly excuse to start socializing. That's all it is. If you have the desire to socialize, that's the only excuse you really need. But most people aren't that confident, so they dream up excuses like, "Oh, I need you to help me pick out an outfit at the store. So can you come with me? And by the way, we'll socialize." When really that should be the focus. It should be let's socialize and let's go run errands at the same time. It shouldn't be the other way around. You guys should be aware that socialization is a need. It's just like saying, "Can we go out to eat?" You should be able to call somebody, say, "Look, I'm calling you because I need to talk to somebody." Not pretense to talk to somebody, but I need to talk to you. And then you can work all the pretenses around that social interaction, that meeting, that need. First post up is Travo. I can't think of what to write in this post. Oh, man. This is a serious problem. Blue, you want to continue this paragraph here?
That's if I can read it. It's so blurry.
Okay,
But,
well,
okay.
you could go to the expression section if you're having trouble. It's Travo's post.
Well, I think I can. If I'm close enough. All right. I can't think of what to write in this post. I keep getting ideas of what to write, such as what I did today. But then I keep second guessing myself and stare at my blank text box. I worry that if I write something about my day that I experienced, then whoever reads my post would think it's boring since they weren't there for my experience. Unfortunately, this completely retarded frame of mind is my default way of thinking. Continue.
Anything?
First of all,
Hold on.
I need to realize,
Paper. Hold on.
Okay.
Paper. Paper.
I think you muted him.
No, I clicked on him. Paper. Wake up.
Yo, how come I keep getting muted? Do you have admin ability to mute anybody you want?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I was still hearing echo.
yeah, I gotta mute you to get rid of the echo. There's still echo in here. Somebody has mysteriously...
See, it's not me. I'm innocent.
No, when I mute you, the echo goes, wait, mute. No. I can mute.
You muted me
I bet you I can
before,
mute
I
everybody.
was-
I just muted DBP. You gotta click on your screen again to unmute yourself. How do you guys unmute your echo?
There's a microphone
Unmute your
label
echo.
at the top right that you click on.
Oh, you
Yeah,
gotta click
It's
on your
crossed out with
microphone.
a
Yeah.
red X. But when you click on it, a red X disappears and you can finally talk again.
All right, go ahead. What's your answer? How'd you feel about Blue's rendition?
What is a rendition?
What did you
Use
feel
your
about
words.
What did you feel about Blue's recital?
It was alright.
It's all
I
right.
mean,
So it was terrible.
it didn't really grab my attention. I was just reading it on my own.
Yeah, because Blue
I had
just
more
bored
fun
you, right?
reading it on my own.
Right. Maybe you could teach Blue how to read this.
Same paragraph?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I can't think of what to write in this post. I keep getting ideas of what to write, such as what I did today.
Are you
But then
teaching Blue, or are you just reading to him?
I'm just reading to him.
Well, why don't you teach him how to read?
How do I teach him how to
Yeah,
read?
this is like hooked on phonics in here. You need to teach him how to
I
follow
suck.
you. Well,
How can someone who sucks help someone who's better than me at reading?
well, that's why it's called practice.
So what does that mean? I mean, I need to practice, so if I don't have to practice, then how can I teach Blue how to read better?
Well, maybe Travo can teach you, and then you can teach Blue.
Just pretend I'm a chick.
And there you go.
Alright,
Pretend he's 10 times worse than you, so it doesn't matter. As long as
Alright.
he's worse than you can teach him.
But when you speak, I want to hear some voice inflection. Like, for example,
Just because? So he should just start going, I can't think of what to write in this post.
it depends on what you're reading. I'm trying to find an example. Man, this is hard to explain.
Well, maybe Travo can help you explain. Travo's good at
Oh, yeah,
explaining
travel.
things.
I'm lost. This is difficult.
Maybe both of you could put your two heads together and teach Blue how to read.
Okay, paperclip. If you're gonna teach Blue how to read, I would
Yeah, what would you do?
I would ask him to read it first, and then if you don't like it, give him an example of you reading, and then tell him to say it just like you did. But then if he does it again,
Tim Will has
I have
experience.
an idea.
Tim Will has experience in this. Tim Will, could you give him some tips?
Where's Tim? Oh, there he is.
Okay, here's what you do. First off, you're gonna tell him that I'm gonna teach you how to do it right, and then you start to actually read it in your way, and then what you would do is you would ask them to read it. If you feel that they are screwing up, stop them right away. Don't let them finish. If the paragraph is too much, break it down into small bits. You know, like, I can't think of, and then you could have him say, I can't think of, and then you would say what to write, and then you would have him say it too. So basically, you're leading him every step of the way.
Got that? Paper?
Alright then. Okay, Blue, I'm going to read the first sentence, and I want you to repeat after me.
Blue, you gotta press your mic. I just muted you.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Can you hear me say bastard?
Yep, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay. Continue.
Okay. I can't think of what to write in this post. Repeat after me.
You want me to say just like how you did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Professor, shut up.
Sorry, go ahead.
Alright. I can't think of what to write in this post.
Alright, that sounded like me. I would have thought that was me. Okay, second sentence. I keep getting ideas of what to write, such as what I did today. But then, I keep second-guessing myself and stare at my blank text box. Go for it.
Okay. I keep getting ideas of what to write, such as what I did today. But then I keep second-guessing myself and stare at my blank text box.
Nope. You want to say, but then, I keep second blah, 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 blah.
Hey, hold on a second. Travo, click on your mic. Travo.
Yeah.
Can you help out Paper?
Yes. Paper. So I would
Yeah, what would you do?
see. Where were we at?
DVP,
But
can
then
you
I
help
keep
out Travo?
Okay. Make him read one sentence at a time, because Paperclip, you were doing fine when you were doing it one little section at a time. But then when it got to the second sentence, it was really really long, and Blue forgot how you read it. So you have to do it. You have to do it in smaller sections that he gets. You have to be more specific.
You can't shove the whole steak into his mouth. He's got to chew it little piece by piece.
Yes.
I tried suffocating him. Oops. Okay, Blue. Read it. Okay, just follow my lead. I keep getting ideas of what to write, such as what I did today.
Okay. I keep getting ideas of what to write, such as what I did today.
Good. But then, I keep second-guessing myself and stare at my blank text box.
But then I keep second-guessing myself and stare at my blank text box.
No. I want the but then to be, but then...
Hey, DVP, can you help out? Hold on a second. I'm going to refresh my screen. I'll be right back. I can't take it. I can't take the echo. Oh my god. Unbelievable. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Every single person here 5 times over.
I know.
Welcome.
Oh, I hear it. It's coming from you.
Ah! Why?
Yes.
Why?
We found the culprit.
Why?
Yes.
Damn it. Okay, children, we're just gonna have to make do.
I don't hear it anymore either.
Echo, echo, echo.
Oh wait, kind of, but
Echo, echo, echo. I don't hear it.
Echo, but I think it's manageable. I think it's.
I think we're gonna get by.
Let's just keep
Okay,
on trucking.
what
Let's
do you want
go.
me to read to who and do what?
I want you to teach Paperclip how to split it up into little sections because he obviously didn't listen to what you said the first time around.
Okay. Paperclip, you were doing fine when you said, I keep getting ideas of what to write. I would split it up into 4 sections. The second sentence, I would say, I keep getting ideas of what to write. That would be your first section. Your second section would be, such as what I did today. Your third section would be, but then I keep second-guessing myself. And your fourth section would be, and stare at my blank text box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here
It's
we go.
Venom.
Take 4.
Hello.
Hello, Venom.
Venom. Hello, sir.
Okay, pay attention. Go ahead.
I keep getting ideas of what to write,
I keep getting ideas of what to write,
such as what I did today.
such as what I did today.
Give more emphasis on today. Such as what I did today.
Such as what I did today.
When you say today, make it like today. Like not today, but today. Such as what I did today.
Such as what I did today.
No.
Okay.
Such as what I did
Such as-
today.
Such as what I did today.
No.
This is
Such
very
as
hard.
what I did today.
Such as what I did today.
Alright.
Today.
I like
Today.
that. Oh, no, now you killed it.
You gotta
Sure,
you gotta
sure.
adjust him. You gotta adjust him to meet your expectation.
Okay. Okay, I'll say it again. Such as what I did today.
Such as what I did today.
And when you say today, imagine you just drink Coca-Cola and you're like, ah. Such as what I did today.
Such as what I did today.
But then I keep second-guessing myself
But then I keep second-guessing myself.
and stare at my blank text box.
And stare at my blank text box.
No. And stare at my blank text box.
And stare at my blank text box.
Cool. I worry that if I write something about my day that I experienced,
I worry that if I write something about my day that I experienced,
then whoever reads my post will think it's boring, since they weren't there for my experience.
then whoever reads my post would think that it's boring, since they weren't there for my experience.
Okay, I'm gonna cut that in half. So I'm gonna do this again. Then whoever reads my post will think it's boring.
Then whoever reads my post would think that it's boring.
No.
Okay.
Again.
What's the correction?
You read
What's
it just
the
fine, but
direction?
you added a word that wasn't in the sentence.
Oh, then whoever reads my post would think it's boring.
Again.
Then whoever reads my post would think it's boring.
Since they weren't there for my experience.
Since they weren't there for my experience.
No. Since they weren't there for my experience.
Since they weren't there for my experience.
Unfortunately, this completely retarded frame of mind is my default way of thinking.
Unfortunately, this completely retarded frame of mind is my default way of thinking.
No, when you say unfortunately and then take a small pause. For example, unfortunately, this completely retarded frame of mind is my default way of thinking.
Unfortunately, this completely retarded frame of mind is my default way of thinking.
Cool.
Well,
First,
that's it.
alright.
Tim
yeah.
Will?
This was difficult. I was very self-conscious about Blue getting pissed off because I was telling him that he was doing it wrong too many times.
Well, did you reward him when he did it right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tim Will?
Lost applesauce.
Oh yeah.
Tim
Good
Will?
job. Good job, teammate.
Thank you.
Tim Will?
Yep.
Sup, bro?
God. I actually think Paperclip did at the end a really good job of leading Blue through it.
Yeah, I think he improved when he started giving him direction versus just saying no.
I think
His leadership was good, but I think the reading was bad.
I don't think the leadership was good because I think he did one thing while forgetting to do one crucial thing. What did he remember to do, Travo?
He remembered to cut it up in small chunks for him.
Okay, that's one thing, but I'm talking about as far as what did he remember to do? When he's directing behavior, what did he remember to do on the negative side?
Punish?
Okay. Now, what did he forget to do on the positive side?
He didn't reward him or praise him or anything.
Well, he did get some praise in there, but what's one key thing he forgot to do that we had to remind him to do, Tim Will?
I don't know.
DKO. What's a key thing we had to remind him to do? Blue, what's a key thing we had to remind Paper to do to help you out? Because it was difficult just saying, no, don't do that.
To tell me when I was doing it right.
Yeah, well, if you accidentally hit it and did it right, great. But how would you know how to do it right? What would he have to do, DVP?
He has to tell you what you're doing wrong, not just say no.
Yes, he has to tell you what not to do.
But he also has to tell you what to do.
Yes, he's got to tell you what to do. He's got to lead you. He's got to lead you. This is the most difficult part. It's leading the other person. Because to lead the other person, you have to know what, Tim?
You have to know where you're going.
Yes, you have to know where you're going. This is the
This is
difficult part.
contradicting. I'm confused.
Confused over what?
Plum, sometimes I see you correcting people without, you just, you would say no. What's a good example? You've done examples where you don't tell the person what they're doing wrong, you just keep telling them no, and then they keep trying until finally they do it right, and then you say, yes, good job, that's the way to do it.
Okay.
Sometimes you're not explicit about how to do it correctly, you just have the person keep trying until the person gets it
A
right.
perfect example of that is like right now. I'm not giving students the right answer. I'm telling them what they're doing wrong with their answer.
So you're contradicting yourself. Now I'm confused.
He's making us figure it out.
There's
Well, then
a
wasn't I making
difference.
Blue to figure it out by having
DKO.
to try over and over again?
DKO, can you explain the difference?
The difference.
When would you tell somebody what to do and what not to do? And then, for instance, right now, when I'm just asking you what's the right answer, and they're not telling you the right answer. I'm just telling you if you're wrong. I'm like, nope, that's not it. What's the difference between that and saying, don't do this, do this?
Well, I think the difference is that when you
Fuck, man, fuck.
Can I give it a try?
Yeah, Travo.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, since you're the teacher, this is like giving us a math test or something, and you can't give us the answers on the math test, because that'd be cheating.
Okay,
This is DKO again.
DKO.
I think that since you're the teacher, you're trying to help us by making us figure it out. While that's what I think about that first part. Second part, I don't know.
Trying to help us by figuring it out.
I understand. I know the answer.
Uh-oh. DVP has
Oh
the
yeah,
answer.
DVP.
It's because you've given us the information already.
Yeah, I've already given you the answer.
And previous podcasts and on the forum, you've given us all this information. If the information is there, you have told us what to do. If we don't see it, that's our fault.
Yeah, it's not that I haven't told you how to do it. It's that I'm quizzing you on what I told you.
Ah, ding, ding, ding. Thank you, DVP. You're the man.
Okay, this is my favorite paragraph out of all of them. Paragraph number 2. Read it, Tim Will.
First of all, I need to realize that the whole point of writing this is for my own benefit and to practice my expression. It's not to give other students something they'll enjoy reading. And second, if I'm able to convey my reactions to my experiences well enough, then it won't matter if they weren't there.
What'd you think?
Of the paragraph or of his reading?
Well, I want to know what Tim Will thinks, first of all, of the paragraph he just read.
I think that Travis got the whole point of doing this.
I agree. What do you want to tell Travis? Because I want to respond to his post. I was really impressed by this paragraph right here. First of all, I need to realize that the whole point of writing this is for my own benefit and to practice my expression. It's not to give other students something they'll enjoy reading. And second, if I'm able to convey my reactions to my experiences well enough, then it won't matter if they weren't there. Somebody's got the TV on. Who's got the TV on?
I did. Hey, can you turn the TV a little bit? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. What should we tell Travo? We need to respond to Travo's post.
I thought it was 100% true, and I remember having these thoughts myself when I first came here. So it's very, very relatable for me personally because I've been there. I've been in that frame of mind at the end.
Okay, well, we got to write a response to Travo's post. I put 3 little dancing men there because I was excited by it, number 1. Timo, what do we need to add to this post, to my response to Travo, our classroom response?
So the mere fact that he's expressing this part shows that he's...
We need to write it to him. This is a class talking to him. The mere fact that you expressed this part shows that
You're getting the point.
you're getting
The point of expression.
the point of expression.
Expression post.
Of expression posts?
Yep.
Okay. What do you want to add to this, DKO?
I want to congratulate him and say, yeah, I'm glad you're getting it, man. And put a happy face
Glad
right
you're getting it, man. With a what? What kind of face?
Yeah.
Smiley face? What else do we need to add to this, Blue?
Keep writing more.
This is Blue. What else?
Keep writing more.
Keep writing more. Paper, what do we need to add to this? Anything? Correction?
Oh yeah. And then use the grinning face.
And then what?
Use the grinning smiley face.
This grinning right here?
Yeah, and then tell them, great realization. I'm happy that
Realization. I'm happy
you
that
figured that out.
figured that out.
Keep up the good work, soldier.
Keep up
And then
the
keep up the good
work,
work,
comma.
And then soldier has to be like how people from the hood write it.
Soldier.
SOLJAH. No D. Yeah, make it hood. There you go.
Soldier.
Oh, God.
And then put an exclamation point.
This one?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
Soldier boy?
Soldier boy, go.
Soldier boy, go.
Soldier boy, tell him.
Is that good enough? Do you need to add anything else, Timbo, or is that good right there?
Well, it's good. Everyone's got their...
Blue? Blue, is that a good enough response?
Yeah, I'm just wondering what Travis's reaction is going to be to all this.
I wonder what his reaction is going to be. Hold on. Let me.
We should have everybody's username.
Hold
after
on. Well,
their
I'm going to
post.
ask Travel, guys. So cover your ears. I'm going to get Travel's reaction to this.
Oh, I
Travel, what did you want to respond back to? Did you read the reply you got from the students in class?
Oh yeah, I just saw that.
Oh, you saw it. You want to respond back?
You want me to write something or just say it?
Do you want to respond back?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's post something back to the class. What do you want to say to the class?
I'll say, thank you, class. I'm really excited you guys all
Thank you,
are here to
class.
help me out with this stuff.
Really what?
Excited.
Why did you use a capital R for really?
Yeah, why did you use a capital R? Don't you notice you're not supposed to use capitals in the middle of a sentence?
Exactly.
Come on, Travel.
Shit happens.
Yeah, and
Thank you, class. I'm really excited.
I'm really excited that everyone is here to help me
Help me.
learn my.
I don't know if Plum was the one writing this, even though
Plum's the middle person.
My what?
Am I stuttering? You didn't say that.
Well, he's thinking
Can't
it.
put
Oh,
worse.
I'm thinking it. We'll put it in parentheses because he's thinking it.
Quote Plum.
Travel, are you done with this reply? This doesn't even make sense to me.
Okay, hold on. Thank you, class. I'm really excited everyone is here to help me learn my social competence.
Social competence. To help you learn my social competence? What? Everyone just help me learn my social competence.
I don't know.
That doesn't even make sense, Travel. Help me learn how to become socially competent? That sounds better.
Yeah.
Learn my... Never mind. How to. We'll emphasize that you meant... We'll emphasize that you didn't mean my. You meant how to become socially competent. What else do you want to say, Travel?
Say you love boobies.
Boobies.
Travis said lots of words.
I know.
Let me
I'm
slow
speechless.
down the class even more.
Come on, Travel, finish this.
Don't be modest, man.
I feel
That's pretty much
so
it.
much pressure
He's smiling.
from
Make sure that smiley
the
face.
class. Oh, why is... Oh, there we go. Travel.
I pretty much said what I wanted to say. I mean,
I pretty much said what I wanted to say. I mean,
yeah.
Travel.
Shit.
Travel. Staring into space.
Oh, that's like, I'm always right AOL using those asterisks.
Travel, I'm waiting for your response, man. Come on.
Right here, Trevor. Metallica.
Metallica.
Travanator. Pressure?
yeah,
Travel turned into a mime.
Pressure to perform?
yeah.
How come?
I can't think straight.
Why can't... I can't think straight. Because... Why not?
Because the whole class is here.
Because the
Watching me,
whole
trying to think of
class is
something to
here
say.
watching me, trying to think of something to say. What else? This is becoming a good expression post, Travel. Good job.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
It would be a lot easier if I wasn't here in class and I could just do this on my own.
Lot easy. Why did you just spell lot, Travel? Easier.
Easier.
If I could just do this on my own. Are you gonna pull a jar? Are you gonna explode or what?
No.
Boom.
Nah. I'm not gonna go full jar. Ha ha ha. How do you spell ha ha ha? Ha ha ha.
No, you had it right the first time.
He does like a subtle, like, it's kind of like a deflated ha ha ha.
That's a kind of evil laugh. Someone who wants to take over the world.
It's more like it's more like a resigned laugh. Resigned is
Yeah, I like that one. DVP's got it down.
Travel,
I
what
vote for
else?
DVP's laugh.
I don't know what else to put.
I don't know what else to put.
see. This could become an expression post for Travel.
It is an expression post. I see the point of the lesson.
Yeah, me too.
Oh shit.
Travel, keep going, man. Share
I
your
don't like
thoughts.
it.
I don't like it.
Share about how you don't know what else to say anymore.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Wait, you want me to spell that out, or you want me to abbreviate it like that?
I don't like it. Oh my god.
OMG.
I don't like it. Oh my god, guys.
Oh
Stop it.
my god.
Stop you guys.
God.
You have a really good Valley Girl accent, dude, Pete.
Chavo, come on, man.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh no, now I think Travel's gay.
god. What else, Chavo?
Oh my god, seriously, stop.
Who is that?
That's me.
Chavo.
Not bad.
Quiet down, I can't even hear Chavo. Chavo's in the middle of a post here. What else, Chavo? Duh.
Derp.
I'm pooped.
What's that?
I'm pooped.
I'm pooped. Uh-huh. You want to put a little
Keep
poop
going,
face on
Chavo.
there?
My brain just deflated.
Brain just deflated.
Trevor, you realize you're making like the best expression post at the academy right now, right?
Yeah, dude. I'm jealous right now.
How do you mean that?
Well, read it. That's the perfect expression post.
Yeah. I just want to copy and paste your post. I just want to copy your post and paste it to my thread.
Come on, Chavo, concentrate.
Every other word is like extended. It has like 10 times as many letters as it should have.
Well, it's meant to convey your indecisiveness.
What else, Chavo?
I still don't understand how this is a good expression post.
This
Especially since he's writing it for me.
expression post.
You're missing the point.
Let's put it this way. If Blo's writing, then it must be good. So you're doing something right.
He's just writing exactly what I'm saying.
Exactly the point.
Ding,
Right,
ding, ding.
exactly what you're thinking. Exactly what you're thinking. If you could type this freely as you speak now, you would have great expression posts.
Come on, Chavo, concentrate on your post. Don't listen to him.
Don't listen to the answer.
I'm confused though. He's saying this is a good expression post and it looks shitty to me. Like it's just a bunch of random words. Like it's not very grammatical or anything. Or grammatically correct. That doesn't make any sense.
Come on, Chavo, we need about 3 more sentences. We can finish this up.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't like this.
I don't like this.
Like I said for like the 5th time.
Chavo.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This seems stupid to me.
This seems stupid to me.
I
Chavo,
don't get
keep,
what I'm
what's
supposed to
that?
be. I don't get what the point of this is.
I get what the point of this is.
I'm just talking like a retard, and he's just typing exactly what I'm saying.
You are conveying yourself.
Yeah, but I'm not conveying myself well.
Yeah, you are. You're saying exactly what's on your mind. That's cool. You're not filtering yourself. You're listening to Travel, raw and uncut.
And that's why it's a good
This
expression.
reminds me of that Dragon software where you just talk and it just types for you.
Only this one talks back.
Chavo, can we get a concluding sentence?
Yeah, I'm pretty much fucked. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. Okay. Dancy face. Dancy
Wow, that's
guy.
a pretty long post.
It's a long post,
I
me,
should try to do
Chavo.
that sometime. I should try this sometime.
Oh, wait, it's gonna post as me. Fuck.
Yeah. You just realize that now?
I'm gonna have to do quote Travo.
Oh wow, there's a lot of smiley faces.
Control A.
Oh my god.
Quote.
I think like the whole thing should have a little thinking face after every word, pretty much.
Camp Travis. Well, you can go back in and fill those in when you redo the post, and then I can delete
Is
my
it Camp
post.
Travo or Camp Travis? Or Camp Travis?
Camp Travis.
Close enough.
Is it? I don't think it's gonna quote it.
Oh, it did.
It did.
Well,
Wow.
Travo, nice post.
Yes.
Congratulations. You pass.
Keep them
I don't
coming,
understand
Travo.
why it's nice.
Keep them coming, Travo.
I don't understand why it's nice.
Yeah,
I don't understand why it's a good post.
Travo. Tim Will's been in class for a while. He's a veteran. He's going to explain to you.
Yep.
Basically, what he just did was say exactly what was on your mind. He said it was stupid, but that's the type of thing that we actually want to hear.
Like it just looks like it's a mess.
I know, this reminds me of exactly the way you think. It's like a mess. It's got stuttering all over the place. It's got, I don't know. It was a perfect Travo post. It's like a work of art.
It's a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece. In Travo's head, he thinks he's producing the Mona Lisa or something. That's the problem. Travo, in your head, you're producing the, what's a great book?
The Jungle.
The Jungle.
Jungle Book.
Yeah, no, The Jungle.
Upton Sinclair?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, in Travo, in your mind, you're writing The Jungle. Upton Sinclair.
Yeah.
Except you have no writing ability. This is your real book. If people read it, they'd be like, well, this isn't The Jungle. This is some delusional guy all over the place, neurotic, ranting, doesn't make sense. So the real problem is, you think you're writing The Jungle. You think you have the ability to write The Jungle. You don't have the ability to write The Jungle. So you're only fooling yourself.
Well, I don't talk the same way as I type, though.
This is exactly how you think. This is Travo right here. I don't know.
You
What?
just hide it better when you're making the posts on your own.
Ooh,
Correct yourself more often.
That is true.
never thought about that one. That's a good one, dude.
Travanator?
Huh.
Because when you're reading your expression posts and you're writing your own expression posts, you're going to go back and correct all these other things. You're going to be so neurotic. But if we just let your thoughts flow out on a canvas like this, like just now, this is what it's going to look like.
So are we supposed to be doing exactly what just happened? Or are we allowed to modify our post so it sounds, it's organized? It's
Well,
not just...
Well, we
raw
gotta
stuff.
go to Professor DKO. He has the answer to that.
Alright, DKL, give it to me.
You just gotta do it the way Cram Travis did it.
Blue has an even better answer.
You know what? I wasn't paying attention. What are you guys talking about?
DVP has an even better answer.
Oh, man. You're supposed to just...
It's your post. Just tell him it's
Yeah,
your post.
Okay. It's your post.
There you go. Next post. Holding your expression.
Who's next?
This is the easiest part of social interaction, but it's actually the hardest part.
You mean it's the hardest to learn?
Yeah, it's probably the easiest to do, but the hardest to learn. Because there's no confrontation involved in when you're just expressing yourself. You know, in expectation management, you got to confront somebody to get your expectation met if there's a clash of expectations, but there's no confrontation here. So in that sense, it's easy, but it's also the hardest thing because it's shaping your expression to fit who you are. A lot of you, like Travel, are shaping your expression according to your PR campaign, your public relations campaign, your diplomatic political campaign, so you can get voted into office. You're trying to shake hands.
Yeah, it's like.
Yes, Blue.
No, I was gonna say it's like you're your own marketing person, and you want to bring out the best message you can possible without
Yes.
actually reflecting who you really are.
Travel wants to think he wants everybody to think that he wears a suit and tie everywhere he goes.
So stop censoring yourself. That's the whole point of this.
That's why Travo never improves. He's got an unrealistic expectation for himself. He wants everybody to believe that he's a super awesome communicator. When really, his post just shows he's terrible at communicating. He's all over the place. He's neurotic. He's worried, etc. So there's a disparity in what he believes about himself and what he thinks everybody else believes about him. And then his actual practice is deficient. So now he's like, oh fuck, I can't post that. People don't think I'm as cool as I portray.
We're all wearing suits.
Yes, there's a lot of people here in this classroom wearing suits.
Or wearing nothing at all.
Hiring publicists to represent him. Tim Will hiring a publicist to represent Tim Will.
I want to hear the real Tim Will.
Yeah.
I volunteer my post next to be read.
Yes. Let's read another one. DVP.
Okay. I picked my Harry Potter post. It's on page 13.
They already paused
Harry
it.
Potter.
Harry Pothead, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to 18. And then let's
Page
go
13,
to...
and it's the post with the gif of
15.
Harry just screaming.
Why are we picking number 13?
13?
Yeah. Why are
I
we
don't know,
picking your Harry Potter post? Is this your best post?
Wait, no, this is... Oh, no, that's... Okay, never mind.
No, that's not my best post. My best post, in my opinion, is about my brother.
So this is your worst post.
Sure, yeah, my worst post.
Okay. Where does it start?
Right
Here?
there, right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Harry Potter. It's
Okay.
him. He's alive.
Okay. I just finished reading one of Plum's posts, and I understand him much better and realize a lot of my own delusions. See, we students have got it all fucked up. We think that our lives will become these magical paradises when we become competent, whatever the fuck that is. If it's even true, we don't know what the hell it is. However, Plum talks about fucking chicks as casually as he would eating a meal. Eating a meal. If I told you your life would improve 100 times if you ate a meal, you'd look at me like I'm nuts. However, if you went a week without food and I told you the same thing, you'd be much more inclined to agree with me. The latter example is a perfect analogy to our own situation. We see Plum as having it all. He can pick up chicks, get his sexual needs met, and the like. However, he sees this like he's walking in the park. This is normal for him. But look at his expression posts. He's just as frustrated as we are. The only difference is what he's frustrated about. We're angry that we can't get our needs met, and we're desperately listening to anyone who offers a solution. He's angry about all the factors around him that make his life difficult. We don't appreciate it to the same extent that he does because we're too busy focusing on our own needs. If you've been starving for a week, all your thoughts will be about your need for food. We're all in this prison, this emasculated society. We're in this cage, and we see Plum as a free man. What we don't realize is that he's nothing more than a guard. Yes, he may fare better than the people caged, but he's still stuck in a motherfucking goddamn prison, making him no different than the prisoners. The only difference is that he's on the other side of the cage. Reading his expression post opened my eyes to how emasculation affects everyone. He can repeat the concept a million times and I still won't get it, but to hear his feelings on it was much more resonating. I'm done thinking that this academy is the answer to my unhappiness. There will always be something in life to come along and piss you off, fuck with you, or jar your plans, assuming you have any in the first place.
Jar your plans.
The question is how disciplined you are in dealing with them. I made the mistake of thinking that I'm at Hogwarts, where I'll learn to solve all my problems with magic.
Oh, look, it's a picture of Travo.
Oh, it's animated too.
Woo! Hulk! Woo!
I'm actually Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, what's this one?
That's what I was trying to go for.
Well, how will go on?
What's
Back-
this? Hold
back
on.
when I was 3 years old.
Rise of the Planet of O? No longer available?
Oh,
No, fuck
damn it,
YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube can take a middle finger. Alright, keep going.
YouTube's gay.
Okay. Back when I was 3 years old, I would have thought what I'm going through now is the most miserable feeling anyone can experience. But I grew up, and this is daily life for me, and I'm doing just fine. Same fucking thing. I will grow and laugh at myself for making such a big deal about it. Sure, my situation is not ideal, but it's nothing to cry about, especially if I'm not doing much to fix it. Time for a fucking cold shower.
Oh, look at that. STFU.
Shut the fuck up.
Trevor, what do you got to say about this post?
I liked it. You read it well.
I liked it. It was good. Rain is nice.
I kind of wasn't paying attention.
How come?
So you didn't like it?
He lied to you, dude.
He was distracted. He was thinking about other things. Let's hear what's on
Yeah.
Travel's mind. What was he
I had
thinking
other
about?
things on my mind.
Yeah, what'd you have on your mind? Other things.
I'm still thinking about the last post that Plum wrote for me.
Right, still obsessing over that other post. Let's go read it. Actually, let's get some... I want to hear some more opinions on this post first, and then we'll go back and read your post. Tim Will, what'd you think?
Hey, don't leave me out.
Don't leave. Who said that?
DVP.
Tim Will.
I was reading through it, and I actually like the way you express yourself in the beginning. Although when I looked at same fucking thing, I was expecting you to like yell it out. Like same fucking thing. I would throw and laugh myself for making such a big deal about it. At least that was what's on my mind.
That's the way he read it.
That's the way.
That's the way Tim Will read it.
All right.
Tim Will, how'd you read it? Like Braveheart?
Let's hear it.
How'd you read it, Tim Will?
I want to say Braveheart.
Which part were you talking about? Read the part you were talking about.
Back when I was 3 years old, I would have thought what I'm going through now is the most miserable feeling anyone can experience. But I grew up, and this is daily life for me, and I'm doing just fine. Same fucking thing. I would grow and laugh at myself for making such a big deal about it.
Hardcore, man. Hardcore. DKO.
X-Core.
During DBP's reading, my stepdad came in and I missed a lot of it.
Well, that's not helpful. Blue.
I like the way he reads it. He kind of reminds me of a narrator, like for a movie, like the Wonder Years, like
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He's a Wonder Years narrator.
Yeah. And then I especially like the part where he says that like we're inside the cage, and then Plum is like the prison guard.
Yeah,
so, like,
Gladiator.
I'm like, oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I'm like, bro, that's intense, bro. It's like
That's intense, bro. Yeah.
He's still inside the prison.
Yeah.
He's outside of the box.
Yeah. Paper?
Yeah, it's a good.
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, that's all I got.
Okay. Paper.
I like this post a lot because I also think that once I become socially competent, and I want to get this really hot girlfriend, I want to make, a lot of money, so I don't have to worry about my financial needs. I think that my life will be perfect once I graduate from this academy. But the reality is, I will be able to get my needs met, but there will still be a lot of problems around me that I will have to deal with on a daily basis. So reading DBP's post was to me a personal, realization of, wow, you know what? I need to just calm down and just realize that, look,
One day you'll be Professor Paperclip.
yeah, one day I'll be just like you, hopefully, but there will still be a lot of, problems around me that I'll have to deal with and resolve. So, even though
the problems.
Plum still has a problem he has to deal with. This academy.
yeah. Well,
Every day I gotta click on the Academy.
My point is, I have this, image of the future that once I graduate from the academy, life will be perfect. But in reality, life will never be perfect. The only difference is
your basic needs met. It'll be
exactly.
like if you're starving for a week, then you get food. You're gonna think your life's gonna improve so much, but it's just gonna go to normal. It's just gonna be like, okay, I have food. So what?
Yeah, so that was cool. I like the post a lot because it was it gave me knowledge. It gave me an insight of the reality of the academy and reality of life and my own beliefs.
Sweet.
I liked it a lot. Good stuff, brah.
Good stuff,
Good
brah.
stuff. Thanks, Paperclip. Your reaction, was awesome.
All right. Let's go to my favorite posts.
Oh, Trilo, your ducks.
Oh, Travel, you made a new post.
Can I please read this one?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, God.
Go for it. This is Travel's post. I hope this is going to be
Okay.
just like Travel. Let's see.
Alright. Thank you, class. I'm really excited that everyone is here to help me learn I'm a stuttering fag. Never mind. How to become socially competent. Let me slow down the class even more. I feel so much pressure from the class. I pretty much said what I wanted to say. I mean, I can't think straight because the whole class is here watching. I'm trying to think of something to say. I don't like it. It would be easier if I could just do this on my own. I'm just going to go on full jar.
Yeah, I think this is.
I don't know what else to put. I don't like it.
Yeah, this reminds me of like a movie. You ever seen that movie Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah.
You know how at the end they do a movie based on Pee Wee Herman's life, and they have like some super slick actor to play him, like Tom Cruise or something. I feel like that. I feel like DVP just played Travo's life. He was like some super cool movie star reciting Travo's lines.
Let me get your autograph.
Travo, let's hear it. Let's hear your second paragraph.
OMG. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm pooped. My brain just deflated. How do you mean that? Every other word is extended. It has 10 times as many letters as it should have. I am so neurotic. I still don't understand how this is a good expression post.
Oh, this is sweet.
Especially since someone is writing it for me. He's just writing exactly what I'm saying. I'm confused though. He's saying this is a good expression post, but it looks shitty to me. It's just a bunch of random words. It's not very grammatical or anything, or grammatically correct. Okay, I don't like this. I said for the 5th time. I don't know. This seems stupid to me. I don't get what the point of this is. I'm just saying. I'm just talking like a retard. And yeah, but I'm not conveying myself well. Yeah, I'm pretty much fucked. I don't know what to do.
He sounds like this dude exactly. He sounds exactly like this dude. Hold on, let me see if we can get this. Yeah, Travo and him have the same cadence. Hold on, wonder. Up.
What would you do?
Oh.
Oh, snap.
Oh, here we go.
This is bringing back good memories of being a little kid and watching this late at night.
We need a Travo's speech.
I've never even seen this. Or
First
Okay.
kiss. Let's watch that one.
No, we
Hear the guy
gotta
narrate.
hear Travo's voice. He sounds exactly like this guy. You know, he says that he like breaks words. He does this. He does this on purpose, though.
Say, you remember my daughter, don't you? Mimi, over here.
Well,
The only thing worse than Detweiler was his kid, Mimi, the tomboy.
It sounds just like a...
look at see how he has his mouth open like he's about to talk, and
Ooh. Oh. I
me.
think that was cute. No, never mind.
Mimi,
Me?
do you like boating?
Did I like boating? My close naval associates.
This is nice, isn't it? Nice.
Once I figured out what these big wooden sticks were for.
I can't believe I'm actually sitting here with Kevin Arnold. Huh?
Huh?
Well, you were always kind of
He's
my
such a
hero.
little...
Remember how I used to tag along after you? I must have thought I was a real pest.
Nah.
Yeah. And a thing my dad said you probably wouldn't be here. Really? Well, after the promotion, though. You know. Oh, yeah. Sure.
Just to clarify the position.
What promotion? The one my dad got. He's vice president of the whole company now.
Hold on here, Detweiler? Mr. Deadwood?
I guess your father took it pretty hard.
And suddenly I didn't feel like boating anymore.
Is that you talking, Trevor?
I think it's time we start heading. Ready? Yeah, you know, it's getting kind of warm. We should go swimming. Here?
We
Why
can?
not?
Well,
We don't have our bathing suit. And besides, Kevin, who needs a bathing suit?
And right at that moment I learned something. When it came to maritime operations,
Whoa.
I was definitely out of my depth.
Kevin?
Yeah.
and scene.
He lost the opportunity.
They should rename this the Travo years. He's the same cadence. I remember thinking this guy, whenever I hear this guy talks, he always says I always wondered, does he do that on purpose? Or is that like something that's just the way he acts? Or he just breaks words up and it's like in this, you know, it's just kind of his cadence. What do you think, Travo? You always start with a Exactly. You're hired. You're hired for the Wonder Years part.
Bring it back.
Well, when I was watching it, I've never seen this show, but I saw him on, like, I think it's Mouse on the Motorcycle or
Right.
something. That's what I first noticed about it.
Does he speak the same way?
I don't remember.
He always says like half sentences.
Yeah. I don't remember. I don't know.
I don't know either. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Honing your expression.
Whose expression post is next?
Blue.
Oh, yeah.
Blue, pick one.
You want to read one of my expressions?
No, we don't want to read one of yours. You don't have any expression posts. HS101 made a reply to his post.
Let's see.
Blue, you ready?
Let me get there. Hold on. Are we still on?
You got 2 sentences to read.
Are we on Travis's stuff?
No, we're on High School
No, we're
101.
on High School 101.
Okay.
We're on High School.
He's in the middle of the Wonder Years right now. He's trying cigarettes and pot.
Alright. Well, you want me to read high school's response?
Sure.
Yep.
I was about to say retort. I don't know. Okay, anyways. I'm not trying cigarettes. Don't worry about that.
Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. Before you read that, Travo's got to read his part.
Okay.
This is pretty sweet. I didn't even see this here.
It sounds like a cop.
Okay, officer, go ahead.
Yeah,
Officer Travo, don't arrest me, please. I'm innocent.
he was worried about getting addicted, so
To
weed or
what?
cigarettes or something. And then
Just
I'm
read your part, officer. Go ahead.
Okay. Or, if you get caught with weed by the cops, then you could be thrown in jail. I'd advise against it, but you probably don't care what I have to say. I'll admit, I was a lot like you in the context of wanting to try new experiences. Actually, I'm still like that in a lot of ways. And I tried weed and cigarettes. but I found them boring compared to all the coolness that I attributed to them before. Weed just makes you giggle and sit there like a Tickle Me Elmo. Cigarettes just make you calm. Nothing special. But yeah, if your brain is stuck on trying drugs, then there's nothing anyone can say to change your mind. Be careful and don't get caught. Good luck.
Good luck, bro.
Oh, it's good luck. You put an exclamation point there, Travel. That didn't sound like good luck. Could you read it like you wrote it?
Good luck trying new drugs.
It sounds like you're wishing him good luck for jumping off a bridge.
Good luck. Could you read it the way you wrote it, Travo?
Good luck, bro.
Travo,
Yeah.
can you read it the way you wrote it?
Good luck.
All right, sweet. All right, and then Blue, you're High School 101.
You're a Slurpee man.
Go Slurpee.
I'm not trying cigarettes. Don't worry about that. As for the other things, yeah, I'll take your advice on not getting caught too.
Yeah, great. Okay, great. Okay. Let's get to the interesting part. We're going to go back one page because we're going to find out what this mystery is all about. This recent post.
What's next for high school? Crack.
For no reason at all.
Okay, here we go.
Who's he hanging out with, man?
Hit it,
The wrong
Blue.
crowd.
Hit it, Blue.
Well, I'm gonna go on to the actual page because I can't read.
Yeah,
I
go to
can't
the
read
actual
your paper or
page.
anything. It's so
If you
blurry.
can't, go to the expression post. High School 101, it's page 38. I think. Let me see here. Page
So now I want
37. Page 37. We're down at the bottom.
But he doesn't want to try cigarettes. Hold on.
Wait, what?
He'll smoke weed, he'll smoke crack, but he won't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, cigarettes are too much for him.
No, he said
I
tobacco.
don't want to go that far.
He
Hold
said
on.
tobacco was okay. Keep going.
All right. So which one am I looking at?
First paragraph, I become a risk taker
What's the first
as of late.
I've become a
Okay, got it.
as of late, and it's gotten to the point now that I want to try some drugs.
Whoa. This is extreme.
Extreme posting. This is extreme posting right now. Go ahead, Blue.
Before getting addicted.
Okay. I've become a risk taker as of late, and it's gotten to the point that now I want to try some drugs. Just the light ones, namely weed and tobacco, and just once. I don't want to be addicted to them. I just want to see how they are like. I'm doing it because I pretty much want to learn the hard way. My philosophy is to not be the naysayer if I haven't tried it, as long as it's not too dangerous. It's a desire that's contradictory.
This
at
sounds
its
like an
core,
after-school
and I'm following
special.
it Anyway.
I wonder if there's a
I'm
drug.
basically choosing to be a masochist.
Wait, what the heck?
I'm smarter than that on paper, but so what? In bro speak, fuck my intelligence. I don't truly know shit until I've learned it the hard way. More than anything else, my desire to try them comes from a deep psychological urge to stop sheltering myself. When it came to social interaction, for most of my life, I was so protected and sheltered by my parents, society, and most of all by
Hold on a
myself.
second. Hold on a second.
And there was
Hold on.
Cleaning out the gutters and threw out his bag. Could the doctor give him something for pain? Yeah, but being the tough guy that he is, he just threw him in the drawer with all the others. You don't have something I need to do is clean out the drawer. Just add it to the never-ending list of things to get done.
Illegal drugs aren't the only drugs.
That's not a drug PSA. The kid's supposed to be like offering a cigarette, and he's supposed to be like, "Yo, take the cigarette or you're not cool."
I remember that.
I've been there, like DA.
Oh yeah. You need it.
anti-drug.
Oh, I got it. Say no to drugs.
This is your brain
You
on
ever remember
drugs.
that,
There you go.
That's what. There we go. Here we go. We need a pressure.
Another drug.
But what was that?
I love the anti-weed commercials. So they're the funniest.
I learned by watching you.
Yeah, I learned it by watching
This
you.
street show that was moving around.
There we go. Here we go. Just quiet down, everybody. Here we go.
Damn, 1987. That's old school.
Hold on.
I was still sperm back then.
Yeah. Think to do. Yeah, son.
Dude, that's hardcore drugs.
This singer. He's supposed to be saying something. He's supposed to be
I
like,
like how that made
"Yeah,
it look like a
bro,
Michael Jackson music
you need to
video.
try some drugs." Oh, there we go. This is gonna be it. This one's it.
Spot the losers.
Yeah, Spot the Losers.
Oh, 1996. Okay.
They talked. And when they got a little
No,
older,
we're gonna go Spot the Losers. It's gotta be Spot the
Too
Losers.
nice.
Too nice.
That's more hardcore.
You gotta be at a party.
Hey, where did you learn how to do this stuff?
I'm not saying he's a loser or anything. He's a dork. Yeah. I mean, no, we're not like, we're having fun being cool, and he's just into different stuff.
What a loser.
Loser.
I hang out with my friends mostly. Girls think I'm cool.
Yeah.
Cool these guys are.
Dude, I want to hang out with these
I used
dudes.
to be into sports.
I don't.
They play hockey. They have cool glasses.
I guess he has friends too.
They have a
Yeah.
girlfriend.
I think having girlfriends
Or
is
Jelly.
okay, but we like to party, right? Guys
Yeah.
like him, they don't like to party. like we do. You know, we're having a lot of fun.
Yeah!
These fucking losers, no?
Yeah, we like to party.
Yeah, party. You know this commercial's old school when they're smoking weed out of a joint and not a piece.
Alright, it's time to post this to high school's post here. Drug PSA for him. YouTube. Trophy. YouTube. Boom. Submit.
She put, can you guess who are the losers?
Can you guess who the partiers are in this PSA? Okay, where were we? We're still reading this post. We gotta be on page 37, sorry.
We haven't past the first paragraph yet.
Sorry, Blue,
Oh, yeah,
keep going.
Blue's reading it.
Yo, Blue, sorry, Blue, keep going. Got distracted.
Alright. Can someone remind me where I left off?
Yeah. Fuck. I gotta find it again.
Oh.
Just start over.
I was so protected and sheltered by my parents, society,
There we go.
There you
and
go.
most of all by myself.
What paragraph is that?
Go ahead, start reading it, Tim Will.
The middle of the first one.
Tim Will, start reading it.
From the beginning,
Go ahead. No, from where you left off.
when it comes to social interaction, for most of my life, I was so protected and sheltered by my parents, society, and most of all by myself, that there is a constant alarm bell ringing in my psyche that tells me to avoid this sheltering at all costs. I just want to rush out and jump into the real world, head over heels, even if it means getting a little hurt in the process. I must keep breaking out of my shell, and right now I want to do it if it means getting burned a little.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. You ready? I just want to rush out and jump into the real world. Just like that. Go ahead.
I just want to rush out and jump into the real world.
Okay, here, I'm going to break it up. I just want to rush out.
I just want to rush out.
No. I just want to rush out.
I just want to rush out.
Not out. It's out.
I just want to rush out.
I just want to rush out
I just want to rush out
and jump
and jump
into the real world.
into the real world.
Head over heels.
Head over heels.
Head over heels. Extended.
Head over heels.
Even if it means getting a little hurt in the process.
Even if it means getting a little hurt in the process.
Not an end. Okay, you're doing, even if it means getting a little hurt in the process. No, it's not an end. Even if it means getting a little hurt in the process.
Even if it means getting a little hurt in the process.
Yes, even if it means getting a little hurt in the process.
Even if it means getting
No,
a little
no, no.
hurt.
It's not even if it means. You're ending that. It's even if it means. It's extending.
Even if it means
Getting a little hurt
hurt
in the process.
process.
Yes, say it again.
Yeah.
One more time.
Even if it means getting a little hurt in the process.
Yes, perfect. Okay, go ahead. I must
I
keep
must keep
breaking out of my
breaking
shell.
shell.
And right now,
I want to do it if it means getting burned a little.
yes.
Oh,
If
so beautiful.
learning the hard way means I learn for good, bring on the pain.
Bruh.
Brah. You can have the bra. You can have the bra part at the end if you want.
If learning the hard way means I learn for good, bring on the pain.
Not bring on the pain. Bring on the pain.
Bring on the pain.
Not bring on the pain. It's bring on the pain.
Bring on the pain.
Not bring on the pain. It's not a song. You're like taunting him. Bring on the pain.
Bring on the pain.
Not bring on the pain. It's not a slogan. It is you talking to somebody. Bring on the pain. Come on, sucker. Come on, brah.
Bring on the pain.
Yeah. If learning the hard way means I learn for good, bring on the pain.
If learning the hard way means I learn for good, bring on the pain.
Not bring on the pain. Bring on the
Bring on
pain.
the pain.
Yeah. If learning the hard way
If learning the hard way
means I learn for good,
means I learn for good,
bring on the pain.
bring on the pain.
Nope. Say it again.
Bring on the pain.
Not bring on the pain. Bring on the pain.
Bring on the pain.
Bring on the pain. No. Bring on the pain. Bring it,
Bring on
sucker.
the pain.
Bring it, sucker.
Bring on the pain.
Bring it, sucker.
Bring it, sucker.
Bring on the pain. Yeah. Bring it, sucker. Bring on the pain.
DP wants some.
Now DB's wants. Come on, bring on the pain. Tell DBP, bring on the pain.
Bring on the pain.
No, tell DBP, Tim Will, to bring on the pain.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
DBP, bring on the pain.
No, not bring on the pain. Tell Travo, bring on the
Hey,
pain.
Travo, bring on the pain.
No, it sounds like you're selling Travo paint. Tell DKO,
Bring on the pain.
yeah, bring on the pain. Tell him bring on the pain.
Hey, Travo, bring on the pain.
No, not bring on the
No
pain.
pain?
Watch, Travo's
Bring
gonna
on
tell
the
you
pain.
how to bring on the pain. Bring on the pain. Tell him, Travo.
Bring on the pain.
See how he's telling you to bring it? Now you tell him to bring it.
Challenge accepted.
Hey, Travo, bring on the pain.
Not bring on the pain. You're not reading a line. You're telling it to him. Bring on the pain.
Bring
Extend
on
it.
the pain.
No, not bring on the pain. Listen.
Bring on the pain.
No. Extend at the end. Bring on the pain.
Oh, God.
Like you're falling off a cliff.
Like you're falling off a cliff.
Pain.
No, you're
Yeah.
not committed to it. You got to be committed to it. Extend it at the end. Bring on the pain, man. Tell him.
Bring on the pain.
No, you got to be committed to it. Let me hear. You know how black singers do the right at the end? That's how you got to say it to him. Commit to it. Say it.
Hey, yo, bring on the pain.
No, bring on the pain. Extend
Bring on
it.
the pain.
You're a pain. Not like that. Pain. That's the emphasis. The last word is all the emphasis.
Bring on the pain.
Close your eyes and tell him to bring on the pain.
Bring on the pain.
Okay, that's closer. Now close your eyes and tell him to bring on the pain.
Bring on the pain.
There you go. See that? You're getting
Forward.
closer.
That was good.
Keep going.
Bring on the pain.
Okay, now you got it. Now read it.
He's calling you out.
Now read it.
If learning the hard way means I learn for good, bring on the pain.
You got it. See?
I say, bring on the crashes, the hangovers from weed and booze until I swear off them. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger.
Okay, now see you're reading a different way. Before, you're reading the words, and you're not into the thought or the feeling of the words, so it sounds like, somebody selling a used car. But when you read it just the way you read it now, I can enter into your experience. It's a different story when you read it that way. It wakes me up. It makes me pay attention because it's a personalized experience versus I can read the book myself. I don't need you to read in a monotone voice if I can read it myself that way. I mean, I read it more exciting in my head than you sound. So, for you to read and to keep my interest, there has to be a personal element in the reading, which means you have to knock off the filter. You have to forget that you're on stage. You have to forget you're in class and read it. This takes practice. Just like you, it took you about, how many times did it take you till you got it right?
34 tries, I counted.
34 tries.
Damn.
You counted?
Yep, I counted.
I thought it was 20, but 34 tries it took you.
Wow.
Finally got it after 34 tries.
For the
Why did I think it was like 12?
Yeah, I thought it was 11, 13.
Well, you're probably in the heat of the moment. You lose count in the heat of the moment.
Motherfucker.
I like the way you say motherfucker. Motherfucker.
No, dude, if he brought that much in,
Yeah, dude.
if he said bring on the paint just like that, they would have only had to do it once.
Yeah. Bring the deep voice.
Well, here's
Bring
the
on
problem.
pain.
Tim Will's got a lot of filtering. He's like Travo. He's got a lot of filtering. Okay, we're going to have a little competition between Travo and DVP for this. They're going to go sentence by sentence. So you're going to trade off sentences, okay?
Okay.
Where do we leave off here? We're
when
at
I was a kid.
when I was a kid. Hit it.
Okay. When I was a kid, I was always in my room playing with model cars or playing computer games.
Actually, well, we'll do this. So we'll get everybody here.
I thought it was.
We'll go like this. We'll go around. We'll go DVP, then Tim Will, then Travo, then DKO, then Blue, then Paper. Okay, you each are going to do a
competition,
sentence.
I like this.
Okay, competition
Going
for
down,
reading.
son.
All right.
Okay, well, first of all, make sure you guys are all clicked on the post so you're not looking at my page because otherwise it's probably going to get blurry in the middle. So make sure you're all
Wait,
Well, I need to go.
I have to look
get
at
the
yours.
go to the expression section.
Oh, expression.
I can't because my computer's gonna lag out.
Okay, go to the expression section if you have it, and it's on page 37, and it's down near the bottom.
I see.
Everybody there?
No, I'm getting there.
No. Can you leave like that for me, Plum?
Yeah, I'll leave it for you.
Alright, thanks.
It's going
Am
to
I
start.
supposed on the second page?
It's on page 37.
No, but what page in the?
It's going to
in the
be
forum?
start.
If he's gonna read off, if he's gonna leave it up for DK, let's just read it off there.
Well, if it
Page
gets,
37?
I want you to be on there, so if it gets blurry, you can just read it.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay, it's going to be the last post at the bottom. We're
Okay.
starting on the paragraph, the second paragraph, where it says, when I was a kid.
All right, I'm gonna start.
Go ahead.
Do it.
When I was a kid, I was always in my room, playing with model cars or playing computer games.
Tim.
Oh.
Oh.
I would never go out and talk to anyone, so I was always stuck in my own little world of childlike freedom.
Travo.
I just went wherever my whims took me, without a care in the world.
Okay, now here you go. To make this cohesive, you have to pay attention to the person, how they read it before you. They're going to dictate how you read it, because you want to maintain the same tone. So when you guys are all reading it, it should sound like one read. Keep going.
Okay.
Doing fine. DKO.
It was the best world to be in at the time. No limits or obligations to
Nope,
anybody.
you just derailed the whole train, DKO. Read it again.
It was the best world to be in at the time. No limits or
Nope,
obligations
here we
to
go.
anybody.
Listen to me. It was the best world to be in at the time.
It was the best world to be in at the time.
It was the best.
It was the best.
It was the best.
It was the best.
It was the best. Extended on best. Get into the best. Not better, it's the best.
It was the best.
Yes, there we go. It was the best world to be in at the time.
It was the best world to be in at the time.
With no limits.
With no limits.
Not with no limits. With no limits.
With no limits.
Or obligations.
Or obligations.
Or obligations.
Or obligations.
Say it strongly.
Or obligations.
To anybody.
To anybody.
Say it strongly, definitely. To anybody.
To anybody.
To anybody.
To anybody.
Blue?
But that's one of my most disturbing memories. On the surface, I shut off any notion of ever going back to that world.
It's been so many years that I felt like I was what the? Okay. It's been so many years that I felt like I was a different person back then.
There's simply no chance of me ever becoming that kid again.
But deep down, I think I still doubt that.
I have an almost primal fear of not only crawling back into my shell, but being, God forbid, happy there.
That little comfort zone that was once my world retarded.
Oh, he's gone. No. Okay, you gotta take over his part paper.
Alright. That little comfort zone that was once my world retarded my social growth.
It reversed all my growth until I was nothing but an overgrown child.
I would play with my model cars to get away from all people. Anyone who could see me for who I really was.
Was I 8? 10? 11? When I did that?
You know what's so interesting? When Travo is not filtering, he's like a super good reader. Same with Tim Will. You guys sound like different people when you read correctly. Without the filtering, you guys sound like different people. It's like interesting to hear you guys read. Keep going, DKO.
I don't know. And it doesn't matter because I was going back to being a kid on the inside.
One of those cities in my video games, I was in my safe zone where no one could judge me.
I protected myself from everything and everyone. What a pathetic time.
My risk-taking habits these days are total rebellion against that.
My first attempts to break out of my shell were when I discovered the Manhood Academy and started talking to people.
Yeah, buddy.
Plum once said about me that HS is dumb enough to make these mistakes, but he has the balls to dare to get rid of... to make them.
Read it again.
Alright. Plum once said about me that HS is dumb enough to make these mistakes, but he has the balls to dare to make them.
Read it again.
Plum once said to me that HS is dumb enough to make these mistakes, but he has the balls to dare
Follow
to make
me.
them.
Plum once said
Plum once said
about me,
about me,
about me,
about me,
that HS is dumb enough to make these mistakes.
that HS is dumb enough to make these mistakes,
But he has the balls to dare to make them.
but he has the balls to dare to make them.
Okay, now read it over like you have balls.
Okay.
You gotta sound like Plum.
Yeah.
God, I just forgot.
Yeah.
Plum once said to... Ah, fuck, hold
You
on.
forgot. Oh, no.
No,
Forgot.
hold on.
Tim
Plum
will
once
remind him.
Plum once said about me that HS is dumb enough to make these mistakes, but he has the balls to dare to make them.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep
Oh,
going.
yeah. I'm taking that to heart.
Although I'm still a man and trained with a lot of problems to get rid of, I know that at my core, I basically have a good head on my shoulders and I can figure things all out.
Want to go to the edge and find my limits.
I know that I shouldn't smoke crack or use LSD
Oh, my God.
or do any really hard drugs.
I will tread lightly, as DBP told me, but you bet your sweet ass I will tread.
Okay, one more time. You bet your sweet ass I will tread. Okay, keep go ahead. Do it one more time.
You bet your sweet ass I will tread.
Read the whole sentence.
I will tread lightly, as DBP told me, but you bet your sweet ass I will tread.
Okay, we're on Blue. We're on paragraph that starts with.
Oh, wait, Blue's
That's
back?
that's why I'm emboldened to even try things.
Congratulations.
I already forgot which page it is. 37?
37. Okay, keep going, paper. Go ahead.
Okay. That's why I'm emboldened to try even things that the ebook or the professor wouldn't approve of, such as weed and tobacco.
Oh, I like how you read that. And tobacco.
Like the ebook doesn't approve of the person.
Go ahead.
Dude, this guy's a turn into a crackhead.
I'm venturing out into uncharted territory, and I think I have the balls to deal with the consequences.
If I try weed, I might like it once.
If I don't, well, hell, back to square one. And I'll have a sore throat or gum sores to show for it.
Gum source. This is incredible. This whole thing. Keep going, DKO.
I already tried a type of Swedish tobacco called snus.
Snooze.
Snus?
Blue, you find it yet? We're on the paragraph. I try to.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I found it. It's some tobacco with some flavoring wrapped up in a small pouch.
You put it in your upper lip, and you leave it in for about an hour or so until it loses its flavor.
You don't have to chew it or spit it.
I'm definitely not trying anything more than that, like cigarettes or actual dip.
This curiosity is just too much for me to resist.
There's that little nagging voice in my head that says, you haven't actually done it, and the risk isn't really that great with these particular substances. So really, what the fuck do you know? Huh, high school?
Yeah, well, read that again, dude.
So really, what the fuck do you know? Huh, high school?
Yeah.
Who's gonna trust you when you tell them how bad tobacco or weed is?
I'm a naysayer of these things, but I don't trust myself fully until I've really tried them.
This guy's crazy.
Okay.
I feel like when I warn against the dangers of something without at least getting my feet wet with it, I'm not really trustworthy.
I become some fickle person who's just putting on a facade.
A
to
facade.
seem like
Wait, what?
facade.
It's a facade. Just like wait. Tell him how it's pronounced, Big Will. Big Will.
I never knew that. Wow.
Big Will. Tell him how it's pronounced.
Facade.
Sounds French.
Facade. Okay.
Facade.
Oh, facade.
Or the fuckade. Go for it.
Okay. I become some fickle person.
You should read it this way. I become Travo.
I become Travo, who's just putting on a facade to seem like that hard-nosed, jaded, been there, done that guy.
Yeah, Plum, can you highlight where it is next?
Let's see. It's like hearing boop right here.
Alright. It's like hearing about driving down a dangerous road in the winter versus actually doing it and getting stuck in the snow in the process.
One more time.
Alright. It's like hearing about driving down a dangerous road in the winter versus actually doing it and getting stuck in the snow in the process.
What? Like, follow me. It's like hearing about driving down a dangerous road in the winter.
It's like hearing about It's like hearing about driving down a dangerous road in the winter
Versus actually doing it.
versus actually doing it
And getting stuck in the snow in the process.
and getting stuck in the snow in the process.
Next.
I can certainly tell people how it's like, but I feel like they can't really trust me until I've actually been there.
That gives me two options. Take it and have a story to tell, or leave it.
Actually, driving down that slippery, dangerous road jars and tickles all my senses.
Hearing about the road from someone else or reading about it may be nice, but it's 1/1,000,000th of the experience that I can get from actually doing it.
Okay, here's a difference now between dramatic Tim Will's reading right now and his previous reading. I only coached him once. It took him 34 times to get it right. But once he got it right, what really changed, Travo?
He's a lot better now.
Yeah, but why did we train 34 times on one single phrase and now he can do it by himself? What's the difference? What really changed? Did his whole just reading ability just change all of a sudden? What happened?
He got pumped up. He got into it.
No.
He put his emotion into it.
Tim will explain what happened. What's the difference, Tim? Why did it take you 34 times to work on one phrase, one word, and then all of a sudden you're reading fine on your own now? What happened? What changed?
Lots of fucking practice.
Well, it was practice that got you over the hump, but something shifted. What shifted?
I was...
Why are you all of a sudden able to read now? You could cast a magic spell? What happened? DVP, what happened?
He had the realization.
Yes, he had a realization about what, Paper?
About what he needs to do right and what he was doing wrong.
What did he have a realization about, Blue?
He had a realization about how to read.
Yes.
I know how to read.
How to emphasize. How to
Zyger, what do you have a realization about that changed? We were working on one little phrase 34 times, and Blue fucked it up every time and finally got it right the 34th time. Now he can read fine without any promptings. What happened? What changed?
You realize that he's guarding.
Zyga.
Sorry, I just joined in. I don't know what you're talking about yet.
Okay, we were working with Tim Will on one phrase, and he fucked it up 34 times in a row. Finally, he got it right. He read it the right way. But now, he's able to read on his own without any corrections, and it sounds fine. It sounds perfect. What changed? Did he suddenly become magically gifted at reading? What changed?
Well, you've eliminated every bad thing he was doing, so now the only thing left is...
Well, no. He was doing one particular thing poorly, but now he's able to emphasize on his own. I don't have to prompt him to emphasize words or how to read with inflection. What happened?
So you punished him. You said...
Well, yes, but what happened in him?
I guess he understood that doing it the correct way was less painful than doing it improperly.
Nope, Tim Will.
No?
You got the answer yet?
I don't know.
DVP?
He had the realization that.
Travo?
Fuck.
I don't know. All I know is he had a realization.
Yes. Well, you have the same realization, by the way. What happened to you? Same thing that happened to you happened to Tim Will. Anybody get it yet?
Oh, wait.
DKO?
I don't know.
DKO?
I think they created self-discipline.
Nope.
I think I understand.
Oh, wait, let's go with Paper.
I'm raising my hand
Paper.
for the longest time. Call me,
Paper.
damn it. He had a realization, so he changed his behavior.
That's just a general description. That doesn't tell what specifically happened.
I'm
He
Zyga?
realized what he was doing wrong, and he realized what he should. Never mind.
Nope. That's just the process. We want to know the principle behind it. What are we talking about? I'll give you another hint. It had something to do with
I know my answer.
filtering. I'll give you another big hint. Think of the way children communicate, and think of the way Tim Will and Travo communicate, and how that dramatically changed.
He opened himself up.
My answer was that basically the reason why you're guarding yourself, or we're guarding ourselves when reading or anything, we're afraid to show emotions, is because we think we'll be judged by other people.
Yes, exactly.
So basically, by being judged right now, we realize that actually it's when we do the opposite that we're getting judged. So it's the realization that being expressive or reading it properly is the way to fit in, while doing it improperly is the way to get judged by other people.
Yeah, and then now these guys are reading fine. So how does that relate to children? Travo?
Children don't worry about people judging them, so they're just naturally expressive.
Yes. So now that you guys have stopped worrying about how you're reading and how you sound in the class, you guys read fine. You guys read in a way that's interesting. Did you realize that, Tim Will?
No.
You don't realize that? You don't realize I'm actually paying attention now to you when you read?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? You just said no. Which is it?
I mean, maybe I didn't, yeah, I know I didn't, have that certain realization, not like that.
Maybe you don't realize it. Maybe you'll think about it after the podcast. Think about how you read before the podcast and how long it took to correct you. And then finally, you're able to read fine without any correction. I want you to consider that tonight when you read the podcast. Okay, let's finish this up. Zyger, you're going to read after, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to be after DBP. So, DBP, who's after you?
G-Zyger, and after G-Zyger, it's Tim Will.
Tim Will. Okay, so,
I think
Zyger.
it was my turn.
Tim Will, you're after Zyger.
Alright.
And then back to the regular order. So, Camp Travel, you're after Tim Will. Okay, where are we?
I think I was.
Yes, I've heard the lectures.
Okay.
Yes.
We are?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Yes, I've heard the lectures that say you don't have to. Hold on, Explorer. Let me go back.
We're on the last paragraph. Actually, we're going to skip back. We're going to read 2 paragraphs back since we got everybody here. I feel like
I don't see that.
it's the third to the last paragraph. Or it is the third. Yeah, the third to
No,
last.
that's the last paragraph.
I
Second
feel
to
like
last?
when I warn against the dangers of
Okay.
something.
Okay, I see it. I feel like when I've warned against the dangers of something, without at least getting my feet wet with it, I'm not really trustworthy.
I become some fickle person who just putting on a
A facade.
facade to
Yeah, that
seem
word,
like
okay.
that hard-nosed, jaded, been there, done that guy.
Blue?
It's like hearing about driving down a dangerous road in the winter versus actually doing it and getting stuck in the snow in the process.
No. Do it again. Listen, Tim Will show you how to read it the right way. Tim Will, demonstrate how to do it the right way.
Good, Tim Will. Good work, son.
It's like hearing about driving down a dangerous road in the winter versus actually doing it and getting stuck in the snow in the process.
Did you catch that, Blue?
Yeah.
Do it just the way our new
It's like hearing about
reader,
driving
Tim Will,
down-
just showed you. Go ahead.
Okay. It's like hearing about driving down a dangerous road in the winter versus actually doing it and getting stuck in the snow process.
How was it, Tim Will?
The first 2/3 of it, he was doing fine.
Why don't you tell him and not me?
The first 2/3 of it, Blue, he was doing fine until he got to in the process.
I'm the new Manhood Academy reading tutor. I'll show you how to do it the right way.
Oh God. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do it the right way.
I'm the new Manhood Academy reading tutor.
I'm the new Manhood Academy reading tutor.
I'm going to show you how to do it the right way.
I'm going to show you how to do it the right way.
Well, what's going on over there?
Someone's getting killed out there.
Sorry, guys.
It's paperclip.
Put Paperclip, put your mic on mute. It's going crazy over there.
I heard anarchy.
Anarchy.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, Blue, repeat after me. It's like hearing about... Blue?
It's like hearing about
Driving down a dangerous road
driving down a dangerous road
in the winter.
in
It's a
the
lot of
winter.
We got some serious lag.
lag.
Okay. Skip it. We're going. Keep going forward. Whose turn is it? Paper,
My
you're up.
turn.
Okay. I can certainly. Oh, now it's getting blurry. There we go. I can certainly tell people how it's like, but I feel like they can't really trust me until I've actually been there.
That gives me 2 options. Take it and have a story to tell, or leave it.
Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road jars and tickles all my senses.
No. Actually, read after me. Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Not road. It's not an end of a sentence. Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
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 Jars and tickles all my senses.
Jars and tickles all my senses.
No, you're reading it like you're selling something. Jars and tickles all my senses. Slip down the slippery straight road. Slippery, dangerous road. Jars and tickles all my senses. This is what it's for. 1995, right? You're just reading the lines. You're not entering into the thought, the feeling of the lines. You are just reading the lines. You're reciting the lines. This is exactly what we just talked about, what we gave the answer to, is the filtering process. So, again, it's going to take practice. Once you get the practice right, you're going to have the realization. The problem is just the filtering. Get into the thought. Get into the feeling of what is being stated here. Okay, let's do it again.
Can I try again?
Yes, we're going to do it again. Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
That slippery, dangerous road.
Road.
No. Listen to how I say road. Road.
Road.
No, not road. It's road.
Road.
You forgot your ode.
Road.
Yes, like that. Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Not road. You're keeping the same tone. You have to juggle it. Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
No, you're keeping the same tone. You gotta juggle it and slow down. Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Yes.
That was
The only word you did correctly was road. Now, go ahead, do it again.
Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
No, road. You went back to did the same thing again. Listen to Tim Will. He's a reading tutor. Listen to him. Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Dubstep.
Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
No. Listen to Travo. He's a reading tutor too. He was just hired on at Manhood Academy. Listen. Okay?
Okay,
Actually
okay.
driving down that slippery, dangerous... actually, I'm not even going to tell you how to read it. Since Travo's a tutor, he's going to tell you how to do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Do you see that? You see how Travo did it? Okay,
That was a new man.
go ahead, Zyger.
Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Oh, I thought you were going to blow it, but you actually got it a little bit at the end. Do it again. Listen to Tim Will. He's going to demonstrate it one more time for you. Listen carefully.
Okay, Zyger, here's how to do it. Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
No. Listen to me, Tim Will.
Duh.
Yeah. Row. Da.
I want to try this.
Yes, you got it. Okay, now do it again, Tim Will.
Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
You stopped. You were going into it. You know what's happening? What's the reason why he's stopping, Zyger?
Why he's stopping?
Yes. Why is he stopping at the very end? Why is he fucking it up?
You don't want to go over the top.
Yeah, you don't want to be. You start getting into it and going robo, and then all of a sudden, what happens? You start going robo. What happens there?
You start to look stupid.
What?
You start to look stupid.
Yes. You have to get past that part to be a good speaker. If you keep going, I sound dumb. That's what goes on in your head. You start hearing yourself. You go, that sounds dumb, duh. And you stop. Try it again, Tim Will.
Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Yeah, see, that's perfect. See, he got it now. Now, watch Zyger. He learned something today.
Yes. Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road.
Oh, fuck, he got it. Do you see that?
Nice.
Okay, now read the whole sentence.
Actually driving down that slippery, dangerous road. Jars and tickles all my senses.
There you go. You got it. Okay, next. Who's up? Tim Will, hit
Hearing
it.
about that road from someone
Hearing,
else.
whoa. Hearing about that what?
Hearing about that road.
Travel's a reading tutor. He's going to teach you how to say that. Travel, hit it. Read his sentence. Tell him how to teach him how to say it.
Okay, Tim, well, listen to me. This is how you read it right here. Hearing about that road.
Oh, you got the face shake in there. He just did face shake.
Hearing about that road.
Yeah, he got the electrocution. He got the electrocution mode. He went electrocution mode. Yes, he did it.
Reading about it may be
I want to try
nice,
this.
but it's 1/1,000,000th of the experience that I can get from actually doing it.
Oh, this is so amazing how everybody's reading has improved dramatically. Okay, who's up?
Me.
Trevor.
Yes, I've had the lectures.
I've heard.
say,
I've heard the lectures.
What did I say?
Had.
Oh,
One more time.
okay. Yes, I've heard the lectures that say you don't have to have thought sharks in the Amazon to be interesting.
Oh, look at this guy. All of a sudden now he's going into characters. What happened to Travo? What happened to him, Zyger? How did he naturally improve his public speaking? He didn't take any public speaking courses.
Right, no. Well, obviously, the dynamic of the group, perception of dynamic of the group changed. It's like it's accepted now to do...
Now it's acceptable. Now he doesn't feel bad about it, whereas he's unsure when he first starts class. Every time he comes to class, he always thinks he's in a strange place. It's a hostile place. So he goes back into filter mode. So what's the real trick to learning how to speak correctly? Practice, repetition. Road.
Academy MMO. Seriously. MMO where you make a character and you practice talking to people and you level up. That would be so
Okay.
We can all be characters.
Who's next? That was an excellent sentence reading right there. DKO, hit it.
They talk about conveying your experience and blah, blah. I've got that stuck in my head.
No. Listen to Tim Will. He's a reading instructor at Manhood Academy. He's going to teach you how to say it the correct way.
Okay, DKO.
Well, you gotta let him know your credentials first.
I am now a reading instructor at Manhood Academy. And I'm going to teach you how to read the sentence. They talk about conveying your experience. Repeat after me.
They talk about conveying your experience.
And blah, blah, I got that stuck in my head.
And blah, blah, I've got that stuck in my head.
No, and blah, blah, and blah, blah. Listen, and blah, blah. Listen to Travo. He's a reading instructor.
Just the blah blah or the whole thing?
Travo, you're a reading instructor. You should be telling him, I'm not a reading instructor. You are.
Alright. I am your reading instructor, DKO.
Sexy.
Repeat after me. They talk about conveying your experience.
They talk about conveying your experience.
Good. And blah blah.
And blah, blah.
Good. And I've got that stuck in my head.
I've got that stuck in my head.
Okay, there we go.
I liked it.
Very nice, I like.
Next.
Okay. I need to work with that. Wait, what? Okay, I need to work with what I have to stimulate people, but there's no denying I will run out of material eventually.
Oh, he's going to run out of material. Oh, common problem here at the Academy. People are going to run out of material. Once you run out of material, conversation's over. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Can't talk anymore, right?
Ron.
I ran out of things to say. I'm done. I ran out of all my material, all my shark adventures. I just told my shark story. I told my volcano story. And I told my car crash story. I told all three of my cool stories right at the beginning of the party. Now, I don't have anything more to say.
You did all your magic tricks too.
Yeah, I did all my magic tricks. I did my 3 card tricks. I did the disappearing coin. I did the guess your card. And I'm done.
The furry hat once already?
And I wore the furry hat to the last year's party. I can't wear that furry hat again. I got nothing to say. I might as well not even show up to the party.
You're a loser now.
Loser. Okay, keep going. Who's up?
Fuck. God damn it. I lost my train of thought.
Oh, man.
At some point, I'm still hungry for the raw experience. Just doing things to have reactions to.
Trying these risky things is one of those experiences. And they're especially risky since I'm doing it without the safety net of the academy to catch me when things go wrong.
Yes.
If I try hookah or weed, I may get a bad sore throat, but at least I'll have truly learned.
Yeah.
Next up, weed.
This is before High School 101 because of crack addict.
Next stop, weed. Well, here, next post. Next stop, LSD. Next stop, crack.
The end of the line is crack cocaine.
All right, I think this.
Next stop, sucking dick for crack.
I think this post. Hang on, guys. I think this post was really illuminating because it covered. I felt like it covered a lot of things you guys were thinking in your head, and it covered a lot of the experiences that you're going through. I would say very closely it mirrored them. So yeah, it's funny in the sense that it's still, he's going about it in a crazy way, but still it's very raw experience, and it's a very personal experience. This is why reading his posts are very compelling. You guys could write this way. The way if you guys want a hint for personal expression, you could read Travo's latest post. You could see him stuttering and being neurotic. Same thing here. You could see a personal expression taking shape. You could see the thoughts that are going through his head. Also, this helps the instructors correct your delusional thoughts, because if you don't put these thoughts down on paper, We don't know that you're trying weed or, whatever else you're up to, or whatever else plans you have in your head to supplement your Manhood Academy instruction. So it's very important that you guys learn to express what you're going through, express your experiences. Yeah, like Tim Will's proverbial pipe. all of a sudden, Tim Will has become expressive in class once he lost his filter. Now he's a fun guy to be around all of a sudden. If Tim Will...
It's funny, every time you called him, he'd immediately facepalm like this.
Yeah. If Tim Will could play the tape from his class experience, he'd see two different halves of Tim Will. He'd see the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde of Tim Will's experience. And this is a lot of people's experience here. They have the practice, but they don't have the assurance yet because they don't have enough practice. Again, that's why we have classes, more repetition, more practice. Eventually you'll get the hang of it. You won't come to class and think, oh, now I need to go into public speaking mode. Now I need to go into expressive mode. That should be and will be your default expression. The unfiltered part. Class is just teaching you how to get rid of the filter. Yes, the filter is necessary for certain people, for certain occasions, etc. But when you're getting to the heart of your expression, you need to know how to convey a thought, a feeling, or enter into somebody else's thought and feeling. This requires you to bring down your guard, to open up, and to enter into that thought.
That's scary.
Well, it's scary if you have no practice. I can do it right now. I'm doing it for you guys because it's not a scary thought to me. It's just I realize it's part of social interaction. It's a necessary part of social interaction. If you were to realize it's a necessity for you to express the thought and the feeling in the things you're reading, you'll realize that's just part of social interaction. That's a normal part of social interaction. You're not going above and beyond. This is, to you, it feels like you're doing a Superman feat right now. But this should be a normal feat for you. This should be a normal activity. When you're talking to Travel away from class, when you're talking to Zyger away from class, when you're reading outside of class, should be your normal expression. Okay.
Cool. We went 30 minutes overtime.
Yeah, we did. We went way over time. Thank you guys for attending another session of Manhood Academy training, blah, blah, blah. See you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
Peace out.
Good class, good class.
Good game, guys.
Good game, good game. GG.
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 High five.